Hello, my name is Gabriel Labbate. I work for the UN Environment Program, and the topic of today's conversation is climate change. Let me start with a bit of history, and this is: when was the last time that concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere were as high as they are today? And the answer to the question is 4 million years ago. And it was a very different world. That was a world in which trees were growing near the South Pole and where water sea levels were about 20 meters higher. You may ask, so what? I mean, that was then, here we are now, nature has adapted. And the answer to that question, which is a very valid question, is that the problem is the speed of change. What took 4 million years to happen now is taking place in only 150 years. Nature simply cannot adapt. What kind of problems this could bring to all of us? How serious these problems could be? The answer is not that easy to provide, but when you take the whole picture into account, it's not really good. It's not good at all. You may have already heard that some species are going extinct. In fact, the rate of extinction now of species, plants and animals, is about 1,000 times faster than the historical average. You may also remember that a week ago, Texas, our neighbor in the US, had a really, really bad winter, a cold spell. That kind of weather could become much more frequent. Part of that is because there is a water circulation system in the Atlantic that brings cold water from the North Pole to the tropic, then it sends warm water back to higher latitudes and works as a sort of heating system for Europe and the US and a sort of air conditioner for those in the tropic. Well, that current is being disrupted. Changes to that could result in having these Texas cold spells have been taking place much more frequently. Changes in the monsoon pattern, which is the annual rainfall, upon which 1 billion people in India and Bangladesh depend. The Amazon could be transformed from a forest into a savanna because of changes in precipitation patterns and because we are cutting down the Amazonian forest and may not recover. Or maybe places on Earth will become too hot to inhabit. The number of days that are becoming dangerous for us to get outside are increasing every year. So yes, the problem is serious enough. And I have to tell you that actually my generation, I am 56 years old, has not been good to you and has not been good to your future children. The future really depends on you. And believe me, that's the best news. Or at least that's a really good news for me. I want to share with you something I asked the organizers to put now on the screen. A web page we have at UNEP that we called the 6 sector solutions to climate change. There you will see the main sectors contributing to to add greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. You will see they are energy, industry, food, forest loss, transport, building and cities. What you see there is expressed in terms of gigatons. Gigatons is 1,000,000 tons. For you to compare, Mexico emits half a gigaton of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. The United States emits about 6. Forest, the loss of forests, because we cut them down, because we degrade forest, emits 5.3 gigaton. In fact, if forests were a country, forests would be the third biggest emitter in the world, only behind China and the United States, and above the emissions of the whole European Union. There, in that web page, you can click and you can see the different contributions, and you can see also solutions that each of these sectors can provide to decarbonize our life and our economy. So the message that I want to give you is that yes, there are solutions, but they need to be implemented. And you can be the factor of change. And it's my hope that you will be the factor of change. So what is that you can do? Well, there are a number of things. Some of them you are already doing now. First of all, learn. Get familiar with the problem. Explore the solutions. Second, again, something that you are doing now. Participate in debates. Express your opinions. Exchange ideas. Third, see what changes you can do in your life. For example, we could cut 4 times the emissions of Mexico only by reducing food waste. Half the amount of food from the field to our houses, half of that is lost. It rot, gets waste. Maybe we can eat a bit less meat every day. Cows are a major source of greenhouse gases. Join existing efforts. There could be organizations nearby that are working on issues that you are interested in. Perhaps the conservation of a forest, perhaps helping neighbors to insulate houses much better. Remember, you will soon vote. So you will have a say in what the government should or shouldn't do. So check political platforms. See which one of them they are closer to your beliefs. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. Bring others into this effort. We need everybody. Thanks for this invitation. It has been a real pleasure talking to you, even at a distance. Keep up the good work. And my best saludos, México lindo y querido. Goodbye.